Welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're tuning in because we're going to tackle a topic that can completely transform how you view your bank account. You know, we spend so much time obsessing over how to make more money, right? But today, we're flipping the script entirely. We are diving into the deeply neglected psychology of how we spend our money. We're going to break down exactly how to build silent wealth and escape the endless consumption trap using some genuinely brilliant insights from behavioral economics. Let's get right into it. So let me pose a question directly to you. Why does a raise never actually seem to solve your money problems? Most of us think, man, if I just got that promotion, all my financial stress would magically vanish. But reality? It tells a completely different story. We live in a world that is meticulously engineered to empty your pockets as fast as humanly possible. Targeted ads and societal pressures are constantly whispering that you just aren't successful or happy or attractive enough unless you upgrade to the newest model of, well, absolutely everything. It is a massive psychological trap. Okay, let's dive into this idea of the leaky bucket, because this concept is really the foundation of our entire explainer today. Imagine your bank account is a bucket. Pouring more water or, more income into a leaky bucket is completely futile. It just drains right out. Those leaks, those are your irrational, emotional shopping habits. When you hit buy, you aren't really buying a new gadget or a fresh pair of shoes. You're buying a quick dopamine hit to numb the stress of a boring Tuesday afternoon spreadsheet. But that hit fades at lightning speed, and it leaves you with nothing but guilt and a significantly heavier credit card bill. To see exactly how these leaks actually happen in real life, let's look at a sneaky behavioral trap known as the Diderot effect. You know how it goes? You buy a shiny new shirt, you bring it home, put it on, and suddenly your perfectly fine old shoes look absolutely terrible next to it. So obviously you buy new shoes, and then you need a new watch to match the whole new aesthetic. Our brains are constantly trying to match our identity to our most recent purchases, which creates this disastrous cascading loop of completely unnecessary consumption. And trust me, companies know this, and they design their entire ecosystems to keep you trapped right there in that loop. Now, this cascading loop brings us to one of the most common psychological traps out there, the illusion of discounts. When you walk into a store or you're browsing online and you see a massive red sign screaming 50% off, something incredibly dangerous happens in your head. Your brain actually shuts down its financial defense systems. It literally stops analyzing the hard cash leaving your pocket and focuses entirely on the artificial scarcity and the imaginary money you think you just saved. You buy the thing not because you actually need it, but because walking away feels like a loss. To escape these kinds of traps, we really have to undergo a massive paradigm shift. We must completely separate the idea of being rich from being wealthy. Society constantly tells us that the rich are the ones with the high visible consumption, right? The luxury cars, the massive houses, the designer clothes. But economically speaking, that often just means high stress and a whole lot of hidden debt. The wealthy, on the other hand, are defined by unspent money, invisible assets, and absolute freedom. And this perfectly transitions us to what behavioral economists call peacock syndrome. It's this desperate need to ruin your own financial future just to impress total strangers with visible status symbols. True wealth is actually exactly what you don't see. It's the luxury car you consciously decided not to buy. It's the flashy trip you didn't take just to post photos on social media. Please, whatever you do, do not sacrifice decades of your life working for a bank just to maintain a fake visible illusion of success for people who don't even really know you. Technology has totally rewired this behavior too. Back in the day, handing over physical, hard cash triggered a very real psychological response called the pain of paying. It acted as a natural brake on our spending. But today, zero-friction methods like one-click ordering or Apple Pay act as a literal financial anesthetic. They completely remove that pain. It makes it dangerously easy to steal from your future self without feeling a single thing in the present moment. So how do we fight back against this zero-friction environment? Well, we implement the 48-hour rule. If you want to take back control, intentionally add a speed bump to your spending. Whenever you feel the urge to make an unplanned purchase, don't tell yourself no, because that just creates feelings of deprivation and makes you want it more. Instead, tell yourself, yes, I will buy it in exactly 48 hours. This tiny delay acts like a circuit breaker for your emotional impulses, giving your logical brain just enough time to catch up. If you don't implement speed bumps like that 48-hour rule, you're going to fall victim to lifestyle creep, which is governed by Parkinson's law of money. This law essentially states that as your income rises, say from that big promotion we talked about earlier, your expenses almost miraculously rise to perfectly match it. You upgrade your apartment, you lease a nicer car, you start eating at fancier restaurants. And in doing so, you completely destroy the wealth gap between your income and expenses. And that gap is the exact place where actual financial independence grows. The primary reason we fall so hard for lifestyle creep is a psychological phenomenon called hedonic adaptation. Humans are just incredibly adaptable to positive changes. That temporary thrill you get from a massive lifestyle upgrade, it vanishes way faster than you'd think. That brand new luxury car is going to feel completely normal and boring to you in just 2 months. But those monthly payments you took on to buy it, yeah, those will haunt your nights for years. You just end up stuck on a financial treadmill, sweating out your life just to stay in the exact same place. To finally step off that treadmill, we have to completely reframe how we look at budgeting. A budget shouldn't be a prison of deprivation. No way. It should be a values budget, focused on intentional spending. This means spending mercilessly on what genuinely brings you joy, like travel or hobbies or your education, while ruthlessly cutting out what society expects you to buy. You allocate exactly $0 to impressing others. By automating your savings on payday, you literally free yourself to enjoy your money intentionally without an ounce of guilt. But I'll be honest, sticking to that values budget is really tough because of our social environment traps. We are tribal creatures. We naturally mimic the spending habits of our coworkers and friends just to fit in. Worse still, social media constantly forces us to compare our full, messy, everyday reality to someone else's highly expensive, heavily filtered highlight reel. That comparison is a guaranteed recipe for depression and reactive spending. It takes actual courage to look at your peers and say no to expensive outings that just don't align with your goals. So, the absolutely crucial point here is that we need to completely change our perception of what it actually means to invest. So many people view investing as this boring, restrictive chore where you just freeze your money in a dark account somewhere. No, investing is a time machine. It is purchasing power deliberately sent to your future self. When you invest, you are buying your future freedom. You are buying the financial armor required to say no to toxic jobs, bad bosses, or unfair situations down the road. And the engine powering that time machine? That's compound interest. Now, this can be your greatest friend or your absolute worst monster. When you invest early, compound interest quietly and reliably multiplies your wealth while you sleep. But the second you start carrying consumer debt to fund a lifestyle you can't actually afford, that exact same mathematical force turns into a ruthless, sleepless monster. It feeds on your mental health and your monthly income, trapping you in a cycle of crushing stress. Which brings us to a really fundamental human truth, perfectly captured by the famous marshmallow experiment. You probably know it. Decades ago, researchers put a marshmallow in front of a child and said, hey, you can eat this now, or if you wait 15 minutes, you can have 2. The children who could withstand that temporary discomfort and delay their gratification ended up being significantly more successful in their adult lives. Turns out, the ability to delay gratification is the ultimate superpower, whether you're resisting a literal marshmallow or a spontaneous Amazon purchase at 2 a.m. Mastering all of this requires one profound mindset shift, moving from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. You see, a scarcity mindset creates constant anxiety, it lowers your cognitive bandwidth, and it forces you into desperate, defensive financial decisions. But an abundance mindset, it views opportunities as infinite. It doesn't obsess over clipping pennies to the point of absolute misery. Instead, it prioritizes investing in new skills, celebrating the success of others, and continuously looking for ways to provide value and grow your income. So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a final provocative thought. The next time you pull out your credit card, just stop and ask yourself, will this purchase buy me a fleeting dopamine hit, or will it buy me a piece of my ultimate freedom? True wealth isn't about the stuff you own, it's about having options, securing your peace of mind, and taking back absolute control of your life. Start building your silent wealth today.